Hello, my name is Jason. I'm a rising junior at Monte Vista High School, and my project is the gesture controlled car, and this is my second milestone. This milestone, I got the Bluetooth to work with the remote, and I'm able to control the car with the remote. And here's a demonstration of the milestone. Here in my hand, you can see the remote and the car. When I tilt the remote forward, the car actually goes forward. To the right, it can turn to the right. When I tilt it to the left, it turns to the left. And when I tilt it backwards, it comes backwards. And I can control the car using this remote. How this works is actually added a Bluetooth module right here, which is the same one as the one here on the remote. And that lets the car here communicate with the remote. Here on the remote, there are three main components: the MPU 6050, which has an accelerometer and a gyroscope, the Arduino, and the Bluetooth module. The Bluetooth module is what connects the car and sends over the commands to make it go forward and backwards. And this MPU 6050 is actually what lets me tilt the remote forward and make the car go forward. When I tilt the remote forward or backwards or any direction, the MPU 6050 reads a certain angle, and by using that angle I can determine whether it's like parallel to the ground or when it's tilted forwards and backwards. And when I tilt the remote forwards, it actually sends a letter, and in this case the letter F for forward, to the chip, which goes over to the car. And when the car receives the letter F, then it'll know to turn the wheels forward. Right, when I tilt it backwards, it'll send the letter B, and when the car receives the letter B, it'll know to turn backwards. Some issues that I first ran into were actually wiring everything together, because I have the Arduino Micro, which was actually different than the one used in the video, so I had to search up some pin diagrams to determine which pin I should actually connect the wires to. And also I had some issues with the Bluetooth not connecting right and not initializing some of the values, but eventually I was able to fix them after I just searched up some videos on what are some common errors with the Bluetooth. I also received some help from my instructor. And my next step is to actually solder all of this onto a perf board, right? One of these, because this is kind of messy and clunky. If I solder it onto the perf board, I'll be able to attach it to something like a glove, so it's much smaller and compact.